This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. Sometimes dreams do come true. This player is about to get the chance that millions only dream of. The chance to see if he's got what it takes to make it in the show. A fast-rising young player is welcomed for the first time to a major league roster. At least for today. His new skipper offers words of wisdom and inspiration as he prepares to make his debut appearance on the show's big stage.
Hope your weekend's going well. Time for Saturday night baseball from Tropicana Field. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the LA Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays. David Salazar makes his big league debut right after this. David Salazar steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully you can...
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty, we're taking a look at a team right here, Dero. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with it.
And that's going to be a base hit as well, so it's back-to-back knocks to start the festivities tonight.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first two guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
And he takes ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And a slow knuckleball misses here. 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Full count, 3-2. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Count still full, 3-2. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along. In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely. So I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
3-1 to him now. Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now. 3-2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Digging in now, Tony Renda. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays, the right fielder, number 43.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the guy that's hitting second. Wonder if he can turn it around a bit. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Striding into the box, Yandy Diaz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Yandy Diaz.
First pitch on its way. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch,
man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Batting third, the second baseman, Joey.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now batting, Cody Bellinger. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Salazar has generated quite a bit of hype during his minor league career, and it wouldn't be too surprising if some of these opposing fans bought tickets primarily to see him pitch and maybe boo him in his debut.
Yeah, man, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Saw him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point. Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And, guys, I'm going to be locking in on Willy Adames. Elite shortstop up the chute. Young, good hands, quick feet, strong arm. Came over in the David Price trade, and we've watched him slowly creep his way to the big league.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's Jock Peterson now.
The center fielder.
Sliced hard on the ground, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Knuckler, strike one.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. One left for L.A. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. First offering on its way.
The catcher.
Easy take on the inside with the knuckleball coming that time. That misses 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
The 3-2 pitch. Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Still even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Count remains 2-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling. Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. Salazar has definitely caught the fan base's eye during his time in the minors. There's some real electricity in the air as he makes his major league debut in front of the home crowd.
Boy, you said that right, Manny. I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games, and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
So we got him looking there. A.J. Pollock goes down for the first down here in inning number 3. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
A bullet to first base. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. And he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. First offering on its way.
That's up.
This is popped up. Salazar over to his right, but it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball well outside. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Laureano will back up and put this away for a long out number 1. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and no strikes.
Davis.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Fouled off. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
0-1 count. Here it comes. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now. Pitch is popped up. Duvall is there for it. And that retires the side. Dodgers down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Settling in now, Ryan Schimpf. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Austin Barnes is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is camped under this one, and there's the second out of the inning. At the plate, Justin Turner. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
No runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. So instead of leading off the next inning, A.J. Pollock bats here after the 2-out success.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock. Popped him up. Zunino waits on it. And that retires the side. Here's Corey Seager. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Renda. One down. At the plate, Max Muncy. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Strike one to start the at-bat.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Knuckleball below the knees, 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Rays are out in front 8-0. Ready once again, Chris Davis. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
And he misses 2-1. Salazar is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Chris Davis goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Fouled away. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jock Peterson goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on.
And meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward.
The die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
13-3 the final score. The Tampa Bay Rays scored a lucky 13 in this one. David Salazar earns his first win of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Walker Buehler allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment. player's agent calls to touch base. The player is not content with the way he's being used.
Here we are at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, just about set for Friday night baseball on the show. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Zach Godley will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw.
Riding in, David Peralta. As we take a look at the splits between April and May. And that's cut on and missed 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully it's with the first 2 guys in the batting order.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. First delivery to him on the way. Grounder down the first base, and that is off the first base bag. And they'll recover and get an out on the play. My goodness. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Mazar is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. Still no. Now at the plate, David Salazar. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Here's the 0-2. Starting to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So coming to the plate, Wilmer Flores. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. And that misses for ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his defense for granted. He's the big chill out there, making the game look easy with a strong and accurate throwing arm.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jake Lamb becomes out number 2 this inning. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. So stepping in, Christian Walker comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Out in front of it, strike 1. Walker was born in the state of Pennsylvania. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Zach Godley. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now in the box, David Peralta. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In there, 0-1. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. Hard hit ball to second. Wendell fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for the Diamondbacks. Into the box, Nomar Mazara. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here's the first pitch to him. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now. 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big.
Striding in once again, Willie Adames comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of. Standing in, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A high fastball is in there.
Ketel Marte.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
Fouled off. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Laureano is there, and he has it for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Behind 0-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazara's on his horse. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So striding in, Wilmer Flores. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Count now a ball and a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Fastball well outside. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. In now, Jake Lamb. He got called out on strikes his last time through. No balls and a strike to count. Has a look, now the pitch. 0-1 pitch is a knuckleball that misses 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Fouled away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one man left on. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in, David Salazar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard liner to center field. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. So it's back to the top of the order now. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Here's the first pitch to him. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Steven Souza flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a high strike there, 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The next 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher is something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And this is taken in for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, John Ryan Murphy. A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. And he fouls this one off. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. 6th inning coming up. Still ready for another shot now. Daniel Robertson. The career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's 1 for 5.
Robertson.
First offering on its way. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. And that misses. 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
That's
3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count.
4-4. Take your base. Out.
Your attention, please. Leading up for the Diamondbacks.
And a high
The
strike to
third baseman.
begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. 1-0 the count.
Peralta.
Down the left field line and deep. Pham sprinting after it, and no one will track it down. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped straight up. Wendell onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be? Up next for Arizona, Ketel Marte. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Marte.
Ready with the 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. It's a swing and a high pop-up. Robertson will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. We are still scoreless. The pitcher, David Salazar, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he popped him up. Walker has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. Weak grounder back to the mound.
On the bag.
He's got it. Clips it behind his back. What a flip for 1. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Joey Wendell.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. He loses him on ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping in, Daniel Robertson. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Third baseman, Daniel Robertson.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Wilmer Flores. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Mazzara is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Jake Lamb. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Line drive to left, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Now back.
First pitch
right
of the
fielder.
at-bat.
Hit
hard on the ground is short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we still have no score. Coming to the plate now, Christian Walker. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Now batting, the catcher.
And an annoying knuckleball ping-ponging past his swing for a strike.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to manipulate that thing all over. It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Robbie Grossman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. A ball and no strikes. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a knuckleball stays outside. 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager.
Now pitching for Tampa Bay, number 63, Diego Castillo.
3 out. 3 out. 4-4. Take the base. 3. 3.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Silvino Bracho claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Now from the home of the Rays, Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Today, a matchup of David Salazar, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, buckle up your seatbelts, everyone, because you're getting a chance to watch one of the best pitchers in this era. How about a career ERA under 1? That's right, under 1.00. Think about that. For every 9 innings pitched, this guy gives up 1 run or less. And if he continues to do that, he's going to set records and continue to win a boatload of games. It'll be interesting to see if he brings that repertoire into this one here today.
A bouncer to the left side. Diaz charging this one. Throw to first is in time for the first down. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Jay Hay, Josh Harrison do his thing. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
A ball and a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And he takes a called strike 2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south?
I thought east-west, E-Red. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Here's J.D. Martinez, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a good job to lay off the fastball there, close, but it's 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
3-1 to Martinez. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget it.